The 7 principles. For those of you who have a paper, can you kindly share, use them at least, and kindly share. So the Nguzo Saba would mean the 7 principles, and that's different from the actual candles, which are the Mishuma Saba. There are some other symbols that are associated with Kwanza, including the Mkeka, which is the mat that we lay things on, the Kinara, which is a candle holder. And as we go through, we'll get into a whole lot. So the first day of Kwanza is what we're going. Even though today is the final day, we're going to go through all the days to show you the build-up of why the very final day is so important. And in Kwanza, yes, you say Happy Kwanza generally, but on the specific days, it's like you'd say what's the news or what's up. In Swahili, we say Habari Gani. So can everybody say Habari Gani with me? 1, 2, 3. Habari Gani. So the reply would be the specific day. So as I say Habari Gani, we're going to name the particular day, and I'm going to ask 2 people to reflect on that principle. So everybody knows how to pronounce the first day? Umoja. Alright? So Habari Gani?
Umoja.
Right.
Alright.
Okay.
Kwawa, can you read what Umoja means for me?
To strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race.
Alright, everybody heard that, or do we need him to repeat it once more? What does Umoja mean?
To strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race.
So can anybody give me an example of how they saw that come to life or manifest in 2019? Or how they would like to see it in 2020?
Well, what I would say is, Amashika, is that this is an aspiration that we as African people still need to reach. And in fairness, now that we're 2020, if we exercise 2020 vision, we realize that unity is that fundamental building block from which everything else will commence. But we have to tackle that. It's fundamental.
And be unified as a people.
Yeah, as a people. That is our biggest weakness right now. I'm just saying that out there. That's a discussion. As African people, we are less united than other people. It's our weakness. We have to address it.
Alright, anybody else would like to share on the first principle being Umoja? No one else? You want me to pick on or no, or everybody going to volunteer? Kwawa, let's go. Oh, you said Umoja come to life last year, whether it was for a team you were involved with, or in your classroom, or in your family?
When everyone does their specific chores at home and the day flows like smooth, yes, and there's no problem involved.
Because everybody's coming together, they understand the goal.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you for sharing. Alright, we're going to move on to the second day of Kwanza, which is Kuji Chagulia, which means self-determination. Alright, so Habari Gani?
Kuji Chagulia.
Paul, can you read what it means for me?
To define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves.
Pick it from the first one.
Alright, so who would like to reflect on this principle for me and share how they saw it come to life?
Kuji Chagulia, self-determination. I carried an English name for many years and I was very disturbed with that name, knowing that I am an African. and I decided my self-determination to name myself an African name. So I left from my English name and I did an African rites of passage. And at the end of the rites of passage, I was named Eru Aishaka Musa Menelik.
Where did you do the rites of passage?
It's a high priestess that was in Jamaica. She had a class with about 10 of us. And out of the 10 of us, I think 7 of us have changed our names officially, and the other 3 is waiting to change their names.
All right, give thanks. Anyone else would like to share? Yang. On this particular principle, in terms of the importance of owning the things that we do, naming the things that we do, changing the narrative that was given to us and telling our own stories. Did anybody read a book that, you know, touched on this particular principle? Watched any movies that may have touched on it? Nothing at all? Benji, you want to take this one? The principle Kuji Chagulia, which is about self-determination. How we determine the narrative around the things that we do. You want to tell me how you saw it manifest in your life last year? One example?
Well, last year now, I've been pushing for Ghana and Jamaica to link other cooperation, better cooperation.
Strengthen the diplomatic ties.
Yeah, but last year, for the past 5 years, we've been pushing for them. The last year, materialized. That's why we have the president coming in here.
What is it?
And also, after that, we had persons from Jamaica going to Ghana for Panafest. Jamaicans have been going to Panafest, but last year, the president coming here by himself, being the second president to visit Jamaica, it was a big tip. And like just yesterday, I saw Popcorn.
He's currently
Popcorn is in Ghana. And it's like, although he is doing his dancehall thing, I know that he's not going to be the same person when he comes back. Yeah, because I might think that he's on, you know, he's on the other side of
the
it.
exposure now.
But when he goes, the welcome he got from airport and everything is bringing connection, whereby people even speak against dancehall, Afrobeat taking over dancehall. They don't know that. It's rather the connection that is being made.
To be celebrated.
Yeah, persons cannot visit. They don't have money, but through music, the two sides are meeting. And I have the sides are coming together. So I think that's one of the biggest things last year.
Thank you. Also, you see why unity is the first principle. So you have to have a common understanding of who you're connected to and who you're sharing the food with. And then you go in search of what the narrative is. So a lot of the times in mainstream media, you just see children who are starving from Africa, or just the deprivation, or you hear about the Ebola, but you don't hear about their cities that are booming and their economies and the magical things that are happening there. So in terms of just entertainment and music, we see the linkages blossoming.
Now, I think CBM is in Ghana now.
I don't know.
CBM is having a live something, like following Popcorn with the
Popcorn.
Maybe they'll pass footage over.
For the first time that first time that the national TV station
From Jamaica has been
Ghana. First time.
That's news to me.
Yeah, but they have it on their even Facebook.
What is
CBM Live year of the 10.
what is interesting, that's what it took to draw it there. Because with Panafest happening in the rest of the year, you know, where was our media coverage in Ghana? Well, anyway, it's an important connection. Us in the diaspora connecting with our continental African brothers and sisters. That must not be neglected, or the importance cannot be overstated. So that is part of this emotion comes together. But we have to self-determine our destinies and our selves before we can really, you know, make use of these linkages.
To go in search of the knowledge.
Yeah.
To be more literate. All right. Anybody else like to share on Cookie Chat, Julia? What to do? All right. So I'm sure you've been burning with the others as we go on. So the third day, Habarigani. All right. Power wash once again.
To build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters problems our problems and to solve them together.
Alright. Read it one more time.
To build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters problems our problems and solve them together.
That coincides with self-determination. People, their sense of direction. One great professor, Dr. John Henry Clark, said, the compass, the map, and the clock. We as a people will be leading. Because the compass gives us as a direction. The map tells us where we are, where we need to go. And the clock is at what time. So with self-determination and with it coincides as to a people with a sense of understanding as to the objective, the achievement that you need to get that independence and to maintain that self-identity as African in the diaspora, African on the continent. Brethren speak about popcorn. I remember a couple months I was watching BET and Akon, and he said to everybody, he said, this Christmas, he invite all the Africans sitting in the audience that they must come to Ghana, because it will be a big celebration. Yeah. And he gave them a open invitation. He said, come back to your country, to your motherland, and enjoy it. And it was moving the way Akon put it. So when you say popcorn now, you know, as I can see it, the building, the self-determination. We don't need somebody to tell us we must love Africa, and we must love the African in Africa and the African in the diaspora. Greetings.
My mom is trying to be funny.
No, I was saying the two corns.
Popcorn.
No, well, I mean, we can create our own humor, you know, and that is good. Because you talk about African rhythm in reggae and in dancehall. And when you hear the drums, from the time the drum, anywhere you hear the drum and other adjoined instrument to it, it moves the spirit, it enhances the soul, and it makes the body move. You have to rock. The only way you don't rock, unless you're dead. And if you're dead, you can't be around music. So you have to be living. Yeah.
And as we mentioned, the corns, another symbol of Kwanza is to have an ear of a corn, yeah. And you should have as many to symbolize each child in the household that is hosting on that day. Okay, we're going to move on to the next principle. The fourth day, Habarigani.
To build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together.
All right. Auntie Jackie? As a new entrepreneur, business owner, why do you think this principle is important?
Well, when you're in business, you don't want to remain stagnant. You want to build to get the business much bigger, much better, and more profitable.
So you need the people who are of you to support you.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else?
There's a lady that we honor, Queen Mother Mariam Samad. She passed recently. Yeah. And we have started a UNIA division in her name, in her honor. And at the first meeting, what the members decided, that we're always spending our money in the Chinese supermarket. All other races, we support them. So the members decided that we are going to put $10,000 each. And this we were inspired by the President General of the UNIA. He said how they started their first supermarket in America. He asked each member to give $600 US, and they all pooled their money together. And now they have over 100 restaurants and businesses in America. So we were inspired by that talk. So the 11 members that were there, we have put together $10,000, making $110,000. And each meeting we will build on that in a view of buying our own place to have our supermarket, to sell our people our food.
Indeed. Anybody else?
Yeah. But I want to emphasize this. Cooperative economics is not just about pooling our resources to establish a business, as in the Garvey model, as Hiru has just outlined, but also that as different black businesses coming together and supporting each other, because every other community in this world that is a notable economic power, they do that with cooperative economics. And this is something that we as African people again have failed to do. We don't support black business. We're ready to support any other business, whether it's the Indian, Chinese, European, but we're not very quick to support our own business. So it's another thing. We will never become an economic global power unless we practice that principle of cooperative economics. It's simple.
All right, thank you. Let's move on to the fifth principle. Did anybody else start a business this year? Say that to Jackie. Anybody else in business?
All right.
Yes. Oh, you came to share your name and a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Greetings, everyone, again.
Greetings.
Greetings. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's good to be here. How good and pleasant it is for brethren and sistren to dwell together in unity. Unity is strength. I feel so happy to be here. You know, I was going actually up the road and I was trying to get Miguel. And I said, no, I'm not going to take the bus yet, and I'm going to give another ring. And mine is on Kwanza. And he said, right, he's here. I feel so good. I said, my God, I rushed across the road to get the bus. Better to be late than never. Well, yes, my name officially is Princess McClarty, and which I started a business called Sister Love Wines. And this comes through the UNIA again, from Liberty Hall, which I am a member. I must give thanks for the philosophy of Marcus Garvey. It makes me who what I am today, which I know that I am a business person. Well, I'm a Naphtali, January woman, so the 15th will be my Earth Strong. That's Dr. Martin Luther King, which I'm proud of again. Well, with business, I give thanks for you, I give thanks for your dad and your mom. Yes, to make this possible. And from 2014, 2015, coming along the line, this style of wines was originated from out of the UNIA, which Brother Stephen Golden and female president, Mrs. Valerie Dixon, it was their initiative that they take it on to make the people or the members of Marcus Garvey become self-employed, self-efficient, have a business, and look towards the philosophy of Marcus Garvey. Take a page from out of, and a couple of us, about 7 of us,